floating, always smoking, never choking, but continuously toking. Tune back in for another one of them bangers by Lil Baby called The Bigger Picture. And you know, by that title, you know he's trying to get you to understand there's a bigger picture to some situations. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's about current events that are going on, the protests, the Black Lives Matter. This is his perspective, man. So just open up your mind and be willing to hear from his point of view. So let's record the screen. Let's hit that full screen and let's jump into this, man. Lil Baby with The Bigger Picture. Let's go.
Protesting growing national outcry continues over the death of George Floyd. Last night, people protesting in Minneapolis escalated as demonstrators were lashed by tear gas and rubber bullets.
The main message here is that they want to see those officers involved.
They want to see those officers arrested.
Right.
Trade my 4x4 for GC3, ain't no more freeless feet. I gave him chance again. I even told him please. I find it crazy the police to shoot you and know that you dead but still tell you to freeze. Fuck up, I seen what I seen. I guess that mean hold him down if he say he can't breathe. It's too many mothers just grieve.
Dang, bruh. Right off tops, he starts it off with just powerful visuals, you know, not only just with the video, but with these vivid words, you know what I'm saying? He just painted this very vivid picture. Like, even without this video, you could very clearly and simply understand exactly what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's been trying to simply say, like, we've done that. We've been nice. You know what I'm saying? We've forgiven time and time again. And now we're done kind of just forgetting. You know what I'm saying? And forgiving. Because the reality is you're right. The past is the past. But we have the right to not forget it. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand that we are not going to forget it. You know what I'm saying? And I think people just forget that. Like, I don't have to forget what happened to move on and understand that that's the past. But I'm definitely going to learn from it and not let that shit happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't happen again. It can't happen anymore. And that's the reality. So let's go. It just so dope. Said that.
Like dogs and hyenas. I went to court and they sent me to prison. My mama was pissed when they said I can't leave. First I was drunk and I sobered up quick when I heard all that time and they gave it to leave. He got a license plus. We just some products of our environment. How the fuck they gonna blame us? You can't fight fire with fire, I know, but at least we can.
And that's some real shit. You hear that right there? He said we just the product of our environment, so how you gonna blame us? And that's real shit, man. That whole idea of like a crab in a bucket situation is real. Like, that mentality is real. Like, people don't really understand unless you've been in it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's definitely more than just black people that live in these environments. That's why I say you have to have experienced it and lived in these environments to understand exactly what he's talking about and what I'm trying to say. But like, the mentality that a lot of people have in these environments aren't, you know what I'm saying, past that environment. You know, most of them aren't dreaming or thinking, you know, past the current situation that they're in or the moment that they're in, you know what I'm saying, or the few blocks that they represent. And that's just because we're taught at a young age that like the system just ain't for us. Like, we're enemies, you know, to everybody type shit. Like, that's just real shit, man. Like, growing up in these poor environments, in these really violent environments, like, you got to adapt to what you're involved in and what you're around and your surroundings and shit. And that's just what you see. There's a lot of people adapting to their situations, man. And we get blamed for that. But it's like no one wants to help change the situation so that we have different outcomes with the people, you know what I'm saying, that are living in these situations. It's crazy, man. But yeah, let's get into this. You know, I'm ranting. I'm going off on a tangent. You know, I got a lot of opinions too. But let's get into this. That's crazy. Right.
You can't fight fire with fire, I know, but at least we can turn up the flames. Every color person ain't dumb, and all white's not racist. I be judging by the
facts, and that's real shit. That's real shit. You hear that? Like, and he's acknowledging, you know what I'm saying, that everybody has, you know, good and bad sides on all sides. You know what I'm saying? That's important to catch that. Like, really understand that he's not just blaming it one particular race or, you know, he's taking blame and giving blame, and it's that's the reality. Is we all need to understand that we all played a part, you know, including us. Like that's the reality. So just understand. He's acknowledging that. That's good shit, little baby.
That we living is not getting better, you gotta know how to survive. Crazy, I had to tell all of my lovers to carry a gun when they going outside. Stay in the mirror whenever you drive. Overprotective, go crazy for mine. You gotta pay attention to the sign. Seem like the blind following the blind. Think about everything that's going on. I put security up in my home. I'm with my kind of they right or they wrong. I call him now, he'll pick up the phone and it's 5 in the morning. He waking up on it. Tell him wherever I'm at, then they coming. I see blue lights, I get scared and start running. That should be
Facts.
they coach to protect us. Swords and handcuffs and arrest us. Why they go home at night, that shit messed up. Knowing we needed help, they neglect us. One of them who gon' make them respect us. I can see in your eye that you fed up. Fuck around, got my shot, I won't let up. They know that we a problem together. They know that we can storm anywhere. It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead.
Facts, and that's some real shit, bro. It is way bigger than black and white. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's what people want to focus on, but it's definitely bigger than that. You know, and it's definitely gonna take a lot longer than just, you know, a couple days or weeks of protesting and all that to change things. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my quote that I came up with the other day, you know, I feel like means so much, because it literally just says, you know, change cannot happen because of one person, but it starts with one and comes with all. So basically just, you know, to just break that down again, like, you know, we as individuals can't change it, you know, the whole system and make everything better. Like there's not one of us that is capable of doing that. But the reality is if we all just do our part and do what we can control and what we can do as a whole, we gonna change some shit. You dig what I'm saying? So it starts with one and comes with all. And that's the reality, bro. All it takes is for everybody to do their part. And once everybody's doing their part, then there's no reason that we can't make change happen. So that's fire. Lil Baby killed this, bro. This is one of the best songs, I feel like, for the Black Lives Matter movement, period. This is one of the best ones. Best, like, he's the most articulate one so far. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as far as like explaining his emotions and breaking down what he's seen and how he perceives things, but then still also like, you know, giving you all sides of it, you know, and showing that he's understanding of all sides and all perspectives, and he gets it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fire. This is definitely one of the better ones.
Right here, we done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. Fuck it, I'm going on the front line. He gon' bust your ass if you come back that gun line. You know when the storm go away, then the sunshine. Got put your head in the game when it's crashing. I want all my sons to grow up to be monsters. I want all my daughters to show out in public. Seem like we losing our country, but we gotta stand up for something. So this what it comes to. Every video I see on my country, I got power now. I gotta say something. Corrupt the police been the problem where I'm from.
Hold up. Side note: were those the Afro Man? Were those Afro Men? No, I don't know what those were. But those look fire, whatever those Air Forces were.
I ain't do this for the trend, I don't follow them. Altercations with the law had a lot of them. People speaking for the people, I'm proud of them. Stick together, we can get it up out of them. I can't lie like I don't rap about killing and dope, but I'm telling my youngest to vote. I did what I did cause I didn't have no choice and no hope. I was forced to just jump in and go. This bullshit is all I know, but it's time for a change. Got time to be serious, no time for no gang. Ain't taking no more, let us go for them chains. God bless they soul, every one of them names. It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. They training officers, the killers, then shooting protesters with these rubber bullets. They regular people, I know that they feel us. These scars too deep, they heal us. What happened to COVID? Nobody remember, it ain't making sense. I'm just here to vent. It happened to one of your people, it's different. We get it, the system is wicked, just learn how to pick it. Knowledge is power, I swear I'm a witness. I know that I'm gifted, I won't go too deep, cause I'm scared they'll get me. Ain't scared to admit it, some shit I can't mention. It's people who can, but here's the chance. I won't take a stand, but I'll take a stand for what I believe. Must not be breathing the air that I breathe. You know that the way that I bleed, you can breathe. I never been a fan of police, but my neighborhood know I try to keep peace, so it's only right that I get in the streets. March for a reason, I just on GP. How people die for us to be free. Fuck do you mean? This was a dream. Now we got the power that we need to have. They don't want us with it, and that's why they mad. It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. It's bigger than black and white. It's It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear.
Fire. That was fire. That was a really good song. And I feel like he really did really well at breaking shit down and just doing what he needed to do, bro. Giving his opinion, but in a way that like wasn't attacking anybody. It wasn't malicious. You know what I'm saying? He really just spoke from a very personal place, and then also still found a way to relate. And that was fire. That was fire. There was nothing left to be said about that. Like there was nothing. If you hated that, you're part of the problem. I don't care. I don't know what else to say. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're a part of the problem. If you didn't like that, and you feel like what he did and what he said was bad or was negative, you're a part of the problem. Simple as that. So, yeah. I love y'all. There is no me without you. That was fire. Well, let me know what y'all thought about that. You know what I'm saying? And catch y'all on the next one. You know what I'm saying? Always remember to live life high, man. Honest, intelligent, genuine, humble. Look yourself in the mirror and ask you living that way.